Welcome back to the Hot Shot Haven. The live chat's going. Just got back from the Blue Beacon. From the Blue Beacon. I think they did pretty good for an old truck. For an old truck, they did pretty good. Pretty good for an old soul. Could did a little better on the deck. I was asking them about cleaning out these channels. I guess they felt that the outside channel was the only one. But hey, we ain't tripping. I just wanted to get it relatively clean for the service that I'm gonna get done tomorrow on it. No problems as of yet. Has been a great piece of equipment. But my rating right now on the truck wash, you know, scale of 1 to 10, I give him a 9. I give him a 9. I say 8.5. We're gonna do an 8.5. And my only thing is, it ain't how they washed it. It's the products that they have at their disposal. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna let you look at this tire with the tire dressing, the tire shine on it, looking nice and magnificent. And now I'm gonna show you the tire that I ain't touched. They got the stuff that they use on it. And that's the only reason why I subtracted a 1.5 from the 10. I said they get an 8.5 because the stuff I use, if you know, you know. I ain't getting paid for this, so get what? Hey, if you know, you know where to get it from too. And you know one thing, these tires gonna be looking like this 3, 4, 5 days from now. But no problem. Like I said, they got a little shine. I'm gonna replace. Go get him in the morning, cause it look like he got 2 missing. But they did a good job. Clean, clean, clean. Little paint chipping. Can't worry about that. She clean though. Get that hub cap in the morning. I'm gonna change them out from black to chrome. I believe I'm gonna go chrome with the hub caps. That center cap that cover that hub up, I think I'm gonna go chrome with that. Grab them from Freightliner once I drop the trailer off in Monday morning. But yeah, as you can see, the product I use leave it wet. It leave it wet, man. And like I said, I don't know if it's the product or the application, but I'm just gonna say it's the product, and it sling off kind of quick, so you don't be shining it that long. Now I will say, I didn't touch these trailer tires, and they look pretty good. I left well enough alone. We got some spots. I could have came in there and buffed those spots out and made it just look really good. But this going to the shop tomorrow. Gonna be there for a couple of days, and I want to say this too. The stuff that I done did with this trailer so far, with the counterweight that I done did it with, Michelin will get all my money from now on. I don't care. They can say what they want to say. Michelin get all my money. Because these trailer tires have been putting up with some abuse. Because I haven't had a chance to get the dump valve put on yet. That's another modification we're going to do, where we can dump the air out of the rear axle and pivot that thing on the front axle so we can swing some corners without that much tire wear. But I will say this, to be cutting tight with 48, 50,000 pounds on it and turning tight for that edge to not be rounded over, for it to be looking like that, I'm going to tell y'all something. If y'all know trailers, y'all know spread axle, you know one thing. That front axle takes the brunt of the abuse. As you see, the rear tire doesn't look like the front tire. Oh yeah, that's what you run on the Volvo, where you ride smooth in. They ride smooth. They got a lot of compliance in them, but at the same time, they are a beast when they need to be. I put a little tie dressing on my mud flap just for the little showcase, but they did a pretty good job. Like I said, I can't complain. I just know next time I won't get the tires dressing because I got some stuff that work better than their stuff. But since it was the first time, I wanted to let them do whatever they do. So they did their thing. Can't argue with it. Can't complain. I give them an 8.5. And like I said, spray that last tie down. But I think they did pretty good, man. I think they did pretty good. It's an old truck, y'all. How old this truck is? Truck is almost like 26, 27 years old. And that's what I have to tell y'all one last thing about these trucks, man. As long as the frame is still intact, you can rebuild a truck. As long as the frame dry like that, ain't rusted out, no real big issues, nothing going on. As long as the frame rails are there, you can rebuild it. And I've seen some trucks that frame rails were gone. They replaced the frame rails and rebuilt the whole truck. So I'm gonna leave y'all with that. Trucks don't die. People ambitions die. People money run out. But trucks don't die. Nah, they don't. They get reincarnated and reused and repowered by different engines over time. And get what? They become useful again. So, like I say, if you get a vehicle, a truck, not running condition, paperwork, valid paperwork on the engine work, transmission work, any other service that have been done, and you can look and see this stuff for yourself and you know what you're looking at, you can find a truck to run a checkup with for not that much money. Not that much money at all. Now, while I was at the BlueBeacon, I met somebody that was on the grind all the time. Y'all know what I mean. They on the grind all the time. This guy has a vehicle. It's a van that had been modified and customized. It's a Mercedes Sprinter van. I'm going home right now and put them little 2-3 clips together and drop that video on y'all. Because when I tell you come out with a 10-speed bike and a little red wagon picking up cans and keep your cost of operation low, and you can actually see your money, it don't matter what you're doing, I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you a real live color, man. Creativity, man. Thinking outside the box, doing stuff everybody else ain't doing. That's what this all about. We doing stuff everybody else ain't doing. They starting to do it. They figuring out that, hey, this might be the way to go ahead and get me some money and stop playing on this YouTube thing. But at the same time, we doing stuff ain't nobody else really just doing. Ain't nobody speaking up on how to piece together nothing. They want all their money at once and everything on the trailer paid this much and all that old good stuff. Get what? At the end of the day, y'all know how I'm rolling. It ain't no black magic, ain't none of that type of old stuff. Get what? Stuff you probably never heard of. Best tie shine I ever seen in my life. And get what? Got this lesson from them smokers. Had them Vogues on there, that mayonnaise and mustard on there wet for a week. Got that from the smokers. Some of the most innovative people you'll ever meet in life that know how to do something, turn nothing into something every single day. People can look down on them and talk about them, their situation and all that, but them folk get up every morning and turn nothing into something. Can you do it? Folks say a lot of shit. That's for real. And I'm going to say that a lot. People say a lot of shit. They talk a whole lot of shit about a whole lot of people, but can you do what they do? Don't worry about how they doing, just can you do what they do? That's why we ain't fighting no clown. Because we ain't trying to do what they do. Little light work. Little quick, little spray me down. And get what? That tire gonna look like that Tuesday or Wednesday morning. If I run through some mud or some water, it rain. It can rain. One day it can rain 2-3 hours out of the day and I can drive through it. I pull up and my tire still gonna be shining. Man, this stuff serious, man. Like I said, they need to give me a sponsorship, but at the same time, I ain't plugging nothing for free. I ain't plugging a thing. I'll let let y'all know it's some stuff in a black and blue bottle you can buy if you know where to buy it from, because they don't sell it everywhere. But for real, time over everything. This thing about $1. About $1. At the same time, I done came and gave y'all my little quickie of a review. Little talk about the truck earlier today. Little review on BlueBeacon. I think I need to grease that fifth wheel. I'm gonna do that tomorrow when I go unhook. Well, not tomorrow, day after tomorrow, when I go unhook at the trailer place. When I go unhook and they see this thing, they gonna know one thing. This is a brand new trailer. This trailer is nice. It's clean and it costs a pretty penny. So you might want to just devote your attention to making sure that the work is correct, because this ain't the last trailer that you're gonna see if the work is done right. You're gonna see a lot of trailers over the years. Hint, for real. You're going to see a whole lot more trailers, a whole lot more work. And then I'm going to recommend, I ain't no hater. I'm going to shout out. I'm going to shout out every time. But like I said, y'all keep the wheel turned the right side down, keep the shadow side up and the green side down. But at the same time, hey, y'all already know what I say about a hater. And if mammy, let's turn around, look at the truck before we go. That beautiful sunset going on. Look at that pretty, y'all. That pretty. Hold on. Before we just jump out of here, we're going to get a good, quick little swoop by the truck. And just in case you want to know where I stuck at, the GOAT. Man, this truck got a real significant number on it, 101. The GOAT, the greatest of all time, the greatest I ever knowed in life. Bought a house address 101. That's a bad little 4-foot tall lady right there. Guess what? She raised me right. That real talk. We all do a little stuff we ain't supposed to really just do over the year. But that lady raised me right and made me the person I am today. Showed me that whatever you trying to do, put your mind to it. I don't care what they say can't be done, do it. She was born 1920. And guess what? When she left this world, she about 97 years old and can remember stuff that happened in 1926. The truth in the booth, the real GOAT, Lily Mae Lewis. That's the real GOAT. That's the greatest of all time. That's the greatest I ever seen do it. Get up every day and turn nothing into something. By herself. You don't need no help. You don't need no help. Because at the end of the day, help come and go. What you putting down, that what's going to stand. Oh, your help come and go. People fade away. Folks be not on your side like they were yesterday. Get what? You still got to get up and make it happen. You still got to get up and do it. You still got a family to feed, children to feed, all that stuff. That's why we kicked it off 101, the greatest of all time, for real. It ain't about the truck, it ain't about the company, it ain't about me. It's about somebody that ain't here no more that showed me the way to be like I am today. And guess what? If she was here, I think she'll be like, yeah, that boy right there, something else with this. Y'all better ask my granddad. Y'all better ask him. He called me almost every day. Boy, I know you a hard man to deal with, but I ain't know you were no gorilla. I know it. I told him, ain't nothing changed about me. I'm that same old guy that used to get up at 5:30 when I was trapping. Stay out 3-4 days. Y'all say what y'all want to. 3-4 days. 2-3 of them ain't washed my ass. Chasing the check. You was on the ground all the time. You know what I'm talking about. All the folks that's in the comment ready to go hee. You ain't never did shit. I can't get mad at the person that ain't never did shit. All I like to say is stay in your lane. Stay in your lane fucking with me. You see it. She dirty. Still clean. She dirty. She dirty. On that funk ass. Oh, yeah. I'm going to enjoy myself. Cause guess what? If you knew how much time you really had to do a lot of stuff you trying to do, you know what I say, you'll speed up. Guess what? I'm going to have some fun. I'm going to work count. I'm going to reap the benefit. It called taking the money to the house. Never. The government didn't help, man. One thing about it, back in the day, she had the biggest fear in the world, Tim, that, you know, if you get on welfare, you know, they come in, want to see your house and your kitchen and all that. They ready to take your children. She never took one dime from the government her entire life until she was of age to get Social Security. That's the only money she took with the money she made. That's the only money she ever took from the government. Ain't never had a bill paid through a program. Get what? Just like I got the same phone number since 1999, their house had the same phone number since 1957. The phone ain't never even been off up in there, man. For real. And they come from a sharecropper all the way over to modern time. Before she died, she owned her home. A lot of us ain't gonna even be able to say that. A lot of us buying and mortgaging a home before she lived there where she owned it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us ain't gonna even live to see that. You know what I'm saying? That's something that you would really think was impossible back when they were paying $40, $30 a week. And you got 7 kids at home and no baby dad around doing that. So, you know what I'm saying? When I say it really about you, I mean that. It really is about you. It ain't about nobody else, what they talking about, what they say can and can't be done. It's about your hustle and your mentality. See, I got the mentality to push through whatever. I ain't studying. Y'all know I don't care. I really don't. But at the end of the day, that type of motivation, that type of example, that type of drive that was shown all through my life, man, this lady didn't have to do anything for me. When I met this lady, she was almost, what, 65? I was not her responsibility. She took on that responsibility and did her damn job. She did her job to the fullest. She had to be at work at 5:30. She's the only person I ever know in life that knew. Yeah, but like I said, y'all gonna sit and try to hate on my little tribute to my great grandma. Guess what? Like I said, she walked there where she had to go. Her entire life. She ain't take no ride. She ain't want no ride. And she worked about 3.5 miles from her house. She walked that there and back for years and years and years and years and years. Retired twice. Like I said, man, everything. She did everything you could possibly do on the grind all the time. You talking about a 70-year-old woman that's cleaning away from under houses and killing snakes for Caucasian individuals. You know what I'm saying? For $1. You know what I'm saying? Because she know one thing. It don't matter about how you feel about this dollar. You got kids at the house. You got stuff you got to do. And that's what I be putting down, man. That's exactly what I be putting down, man. If I ain't the spit image of that lady, get what? I'm on the grind all the time. And I don't care what they say. Because get what? At the end of the day, if I know in my heart what I'm doing right, she used to tell me, Jonathan, a lot of times, it ain't about what happened. If you mean right, more than likely you will do right. So, you know, a lot of times, a lot of stuff don't go your way just simply because you ain't had the right heart when you started. See, there's a life lesson on this channel sometimes. I just be trying to help y'all see through some stuff, man. But your heart got to be in whatever you doing. Just cause they doing it, just cause it look good when they do it. When they pull up, it look like this, and they got this on the trailer all the time. You don't know them folks' situation. You don't know if they making money or not. And we come to see, in quite a few cases, the answer have been not. Oh, they gross it, but they can't take nothing home. You know what I'm saying? That's why I made this channel, man, for to get off some buffoonery. Can't own your home by the time you leave this world. Somebody gonna pay for your house with the insurance they get when you die. I ain't going like that. I'm gonna have a deed to my house in my hand before I leave this world. And that's real. That's why I always say, y'all know what I say about a hater and his mammy. Because his mammy fought for raising him like that. Half raised. The reason they ain't got no scruples and they don't care nothing about telling you any and everything. Because they wasn't raised right. Let me see what that was. It's just sometimes you ain't got no real people. Some families ain't got no real folks in it. I'm just be honest with you. Like my mama the definition of real. Y'all think I'm real. Man, you deal with my mama, get what? Man, y'all, I take it light. I take it light. Hey, every day. My grandma, she ain't for that mess. Love the Lord with all her heart. Can get a prayer through any day. I promise you, it be a lot of times stuff be going on out here. I text somebody, tell my wife, man, call my grandma and tell her some prayer because some stuff going on out here. Get what? Everybody ain't got them type of folk. I can't knock it. I can't knock it. I say I was extremely blessed. Cause they ain't raised no rude poop. They ain't raised no half a piece of nigga or nothing. Cause get what? I know where I come from, boy. I come out some good soil, boy. For real. Everybody can't say they got good stock. That's why I know everything I do, if I keep it in my heart and mean right, I'ma do right. And get what? If I use my mind, use my head just like you could do, get what? You shall succeed. Because get what? When adversity comes and stuff get to happening and stuff like that, sometimes ain't nothing you can do about it. But either have some money and the Lord on your side, and sometimes you ain't got no money. You just need the Lord on your side. They tell you what to do. Hey, say what they want to say. I'm locked out my house. Bring me that 5'9" Fred Tillis. What's up, my brother? Man, making move transportation down there in Alabama. That one of the protege right there. I ain't gonna even say protege. I'm just gonna say he one of the people that get it. He understand what's going on. That boy down there with that clean 3rd gen green diagram. He get it. He get it. And see, that's just, in my situation, it come from years and years of upbringing to love people in spite of, do for folk even when they don't deserve, and just wait on your blessing. I raise like that. Everybody can't see the forest for the trees a lot of times because they too close to the point where I'm able to step back, put myself in anybody's situation because I done been in some of the worst situations ever. Like all the stuff you want to name, everything beside my mama or my grandmama or somebody dying, I done went through that. I went through that. Lost 3 houses to 5. Been through that. Oh. Capital murder in my home or my people. Been through that. Ran up a check and had major losses and stuff. Hey, didn't go the way you planned. Shit didn't work out the way you. Been through that. Came back off 0 about 10 times and ain't scared of it. Been through that. Ain't trying to go back to it. Cause one thing about it, when you get a determination in your heart to complete the goal, see, that's the whole thing I be telling y'all about time management. When you walk around the trailer, you putting your straps on that trailer, man, and you hook that to that rail, and you come back and tighten that strap up, don't pre-tighten no strap, man. If it's getting loaded, it ain't going nowhere, they ain't got to readjust it, tighten the strap all the way and go on to the next one. Don't pre-tighten all your straps and then come back and got to go all the way back over the trailer. I had somebody ask me that one day. I was asking, like, what you doing out there? He's like, man, I'm pre-tensioning straps. Bruh, if you put your hands on something, complete it. That's the biggest thing I tell you. That's going to make you faster. Don't put your hands on something twice for no reason. Only reason you'll put your hands on that twice is you knew you tightened it down and you grabbing these straps on your way back up to the driver door to get the heck out of them people property. Tell you now. Tell you what's going to make you faster. Sometimes you got to slow down to go faster. And that come out the street. They ain't come from no university. They come at the street. Sometimes you got to slow down to go faster. All I can say is look at your partner that be speedballing and doing everything and see how many times they done been where they been. How many times they came out, tried again, speedball right back into the same situation again. It's a metaphor for life. All this stuff is relative now, like I said. So we back at the crib. Hold on. I was slightly locked out there. At the crib, what that 5'9" over there, Saint? Boy, crank up on a dime. On a dime. Crank up on a dime. I ain't studying to crank up on a dime. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You see that stick shift poking? That stick shift, what it is, poking right there. Right there. I was floating in the 5'9" And they said don't even do it because it's synchro. But I'm floating that transmission anyway. That the same clutch been in that transmission since I got it at 100 and about 60,000 miles, 425, 440,000 miles on the truck. Now same clutch, same clutch. Ain't many people could even say that about a truck that they done even drove well over 250,000 miles. Same clutch, same U joints, same drive shaft, same engine. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Man, my wife been on some more stuff, y'all. I'm gonna tell you like this. When I say this lady been spending some money and redecorating their house and making stuff cute and nice because I be gone. This her spot. See, one thing y'all gotta realize, you gotta make people comfortable where they be the most. So you see how people make their truck comfortable for how they like to drive. They be in there the most. They got TVs and microwaves and all this stuff. Well, at the end of the day, a lot of them people, you know what I'm saying, live on the road. I don't live on the road. So if I don't live on the road, I might need to come home. So, like I said, ain't much different. It's just still the same old. A little better lighting situation, you know, a couple of here's and there's, you know what I'm saying? Little 65 curve, little just a little different little sound system. Hit the speaker in the box, you know, little Samsung, ooh, half pipe. But at the same time, my great grandma taught me to bring my money home. My great grandma taught me, get what? At the end of the day, these bills come before everything, even you. And she taught me this. Even if you don't know what to do, you know what you better not do. And that's what I be trying to show y'all on this channel a lot of times, some stuff you better not do. Might want to make sure about that. But at the same time, we here. It is what it is. You hear, you see it. What they say? I appreciate you, Dee. Appreciate you, Tia. Appreciate you, Lily, May, Lord. I appreciate these people. Cause get what? This ain't happened off no accident. Man, it's the will of God. Get what? I just gotta do right. See, you gotta understand this. A lot of folks be like, man, you know, you be getting them blessings, boy. Get what? I be trying to stack them too. You gotta do what you can do. And one thing about it, ain't no manipulation of the system. You just gotta understand how this works. It's a circle. So all that on fuckery and buffoonery stuff that people be putting out there, yada 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 yada. Get what? Them folk will straight up prosper. They will. That's life. But at the same time, really winning, really being able to go sleep at night with a clear conscience about what I said on here, what I do every day, and the stuff that I got going on in my life is the reason why I can come on here and be candid as I want to be and say what I got to say, go on by my business. Because I know at the end of the day, I'm going to get up and I'm going to hustle. And Tia, I appreciate you asking about my wife too, man. She's been doing very well, man. It's right now, seizure free. Haven't had one in quite a while, so we praying that that trend continues. Epilepsy sucks. I'm gonna show y'all some beautification. Don't tell I showed y'all there because she up in her sleep, y'all. But I'm just show you the room lit now. She could have been an interior decorator right there. Old 55. When I tell you love, man, it be love. That's why I say that a lot of times. Oh, it love. I ain't gonna wake up. I ain't gonna wake up, but I will let y'all know. One of the best investments you can make is on yourself. And one of the best investments you can make after making the investment in yourself and in your future is in the way you live, in the place you live, in the lifestyle you maintain. What does it take to maintain a lifestyle that of your choosing? Consistency on some level. So I'm gonna leave you with this. All them people talking the market is up and down, market up and down. Now these truckers are up and down. These truckers' money be up and down. And that's anybody's money. It's gonna go up and down. But at the same time, when you got a level of consistency where you can come out and do what other people can't do in the same amount of time, you'll know that it don't matter what the market do. You're gonna run up a check. And get what? Your check might not be as big as it could have been if everything was lined up perfectly with the stars. But if you stacking them partials, you really on the grind all the time. Get what? Ain't no bad day. It ain't. Because that partial don't pay what it was supposed to pay, put another one with it. That partial don't pay what it's supposed to, put another one with it. But get what? As long as they going all in the same direction, you got X number of dollars on the trailer, regardless of what them brokers talking about. Dollar, dollar, dollar. That's $3 on the trailer. Do it need to be going the same way? Yes. So you don't burn up extra diesel going out of your way to make this stuff happen. But that's all that route management, learning how to route manage, learn the hot spot, learn the areas that have freight all the time and places that don't. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I appreciate y'all for checking me out, man, and just, hanging around with the channel. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, press the like button, thumbs up, share, do all that good stuff. And like I said, I'm going to keep getting y'all the game. Because one thing about it, it ain't too many people that going to tell you half the stuff I tell you. I'm just saying, because one thing, they scared of competition when it ain't no competition. The whole country is a playground. Why these people worry about what somebody else doing? It's beyond me. All the news about what's going on with the hot shot, who's hot, who's not. Man, these folks don't know if they hot. Because just by gauging performance versus the average person that really on the grind all the time, they ain't that special. Ain't nothing special about these people. For regular. Like, some of these people regular and on the subpar side. They like, some of these folk underachievers. But at the same time, they got access to money. They got a nice following, stuff like that. And it ain't even just on YouTube. It's just in life. You got a lot of people that got people running behind them saying hooray and all that. Yeah, that's right. You know what I'm saying? You got people saying, I'm the best to do this. Or follow me, I know the way. Or, you know what I'm saying? This is what I've come up with, and you should try it too. I'm not going to tell you try nothing unless I ran through it thoroughly and see that it make money. I'm not going to send you on no trial and error BS. Ain't nothing about what I'm doing trial and error no more. I done went through the trial. I done said the error. I done spent the money a few times. A few times, I done spent the money. If you don't want to talk about the money, I done spent the money. And it's just a grace of God that I can do most of the labor that comes up with it. I can save some money in the process of having to spend money doing maintenance and stuff like that. But everybody not afforded those type of talents or resources. So the game I'm giving you, if for the average person, if you happen to be mechanically inclined and you catch on to what I'm saying, you'll get your tool game up and put your hands on something. Real talk. But like I said, man, I enjoyed y'all. I spent most of the day with y'all off and on live. Excuse me, my phone was dying. It might die now. But at the same time, like I said, man, keep your mind right. Keep focused. Every time something come at you from a different angle and try and stir you away from sticking to the script and going down that straight and narrow road that you already laid out, you need to evaluate what that is and determine if it's an asset or a liability. If it's a liability, you need to get that shit away from around you immediately. I don't care if it's people, what they do, where they at, where they hang out at, whatever is adversity that you getting where you going, you need to get that shit away from around you. And then for sure enough, for all my partners on the channel that ever been in the street, hustle, do whatever you do, guess what? Everybody can't go on this trip. All your partners, they're going to see you get these trucks, and they're going to be, hey, man, I can get on with you, and hey, man, just get a truck. I drive it to Alaska and back. Guess what? A lot of them people ain't going to do what they say they're going to do. That's why I tell y'all, you know what I'm saying, owner operator, lease people on, that's cool. Hey, drivers, extra trucks, that's cool. But you need to have yourself a mean cushion. You need to have about a year under your belt. And you need to have a whole lot of inspections that are good for when these people come out and trial and error on your number. I'm telling you now. This ain't what I heard, it's what I know. I'd have suffered a whole lot of consequences. Insurance be kind of high because of some of the consequences that other people have, done on the policy in the process of getting where we are today. And it has created more obstacles than actually I think would have been necessary. To the point where would I do it all over again? Absolutely. But at the same time, there's a couple things I would have tweaked on that. There's a couple dollars I would have got. Just a question. What's up with Told Pig just saying rent these dualies for hot shot? He don't know how to count. He looking for a write-off instead of cash money. I like money. I ain't got my ass on a write-off. And then at the same time, like I said, a write-off is cool, but I write off them notes I'm paying. So, that's not my thing. I'm going to say that, and it's just because the numbers ain't right. The numbers are not right. Every time you get a new truck at 50, 60,000 miles, you have paid 2/3 of the worth of that truck. I just can't see giving somebody 2/3 of the asking price of a truck in about 4 months. They talking about 60,000 miles. If you on the grind all the time, that's about 4 months worth of driving. You're going to get another truck. Everything is good. But at the same time, hey, somebody say he came back and contradicted himself. You do that a lot. When you don't really know what you're talking about, you ain't really did the analysis on it. And at the same time, you done been through what you done been through with it, but you ain't even really figured out how to work their system to the max besides referrals. The only reason you can go and keep telling folks to do stuff that you know ain't productive is because of kickbacks and referrals and things like that, mentioning these people, all this stuff up under their description for you to click on, all this stuff to the point where he make more money off YouTube and people stuff like that and clicking on this and getting a percentage of what you do off of this, that, and the other to the point where it doesn't matter whether he make money or not. Not trucking. So, you know what I'm saying? Some people in that position. You might be making $10,000, $15,000 off YouTube every month. Trucking really what you talking about, but it's not what you do. It's not your thing. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you got a following based up on that, so you roll. Crank it up. I gotta hear it. Oh man, I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna even do it. Doing the dualies for high shot. And get what? I say this. Non-CDL, the number don't make sense. CDL, the numbers, they really don't make sense, but you actually still could stand and make some profit doing it on CDL. But it's just the fact that I don't like to leave that much money on the table, just balanced out like that. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather been and did something productive because, like, if you give somebody $30,000 for a truck in 5 or 6 months, you know what I'm saying, your average note, you probably would have only paid off about, even if you were super aggressive, maybe 10 grand off that truck, the note was still standing and everything. But at the end of the day, you wouldn't get a new truck. You still working on a warranty. You got this maintenance to worry about. But how many of y'all know that to become truly an asset-based carrier, which real contracts require you to have some assets, that truck don't count? That's a rental, a long-term rental. That's not even a lease. It's not a lease. It's a long-term rental. Rental vehicles are not considered assets because you shall never own that, and you're not responsible for it. And get what? Some of the money you think you're going to write off on that vehicle, don't you know them people writing off the depreciation for that vehicle? So even when you write off what you done paid them and all, it's a write-off. You really helping them. You paid the taxes on that truck. You ain't just get to write it off. You paid the taxes on that truck inside the fee. Your money already point seeing the money gone. So you ain't understand. There's a whole lot of high-class pimping going on. All them folk did was recognize that them people do that every day in the semi-game. Lease purchase. They ain't nothing but a long-term rental. Even if it's full maintenance, it's a long-term rental. Get what? All I can tell you do, miss a payment and see if they work with you like the bank work with you if you perhaps miss a payment. Let your card be declined 1 month. They draw down them $1,300 even though you've been sitting in one spot and ain't ran a load. Let the card don't work and see what happens. I bet you had that truck a whole lot less long than you'll have a truck that you came off the lot and had a bad time and missed a month, 2 months. I bet you can call them and give them all that money and keep your truck. I bet you Enterprise gonna come get that shit immediately, because they got a track on you. You say, oh, I'm running low. They can't never find me. No. That's why they got your deposit money. Put that tracker on their truck, they gonna find it, get it, assess the damage, and take it out of your deposit. Minus them $1,300 you did not pay them by the time they get through figuring out how to do the repurposing fee for putting it back out there and all this stuff that they didn't. Yeah, okay, you ain't got no deposit coming back, and you ain't got no truck to run. How you get some money? It'll be a hard day. It'll be a hard day. You think Enterprise letting y'all go cause of COVID like the bank doing on a lot of these trucks? People buying. There's some folks ain't paid a truck note in months and months and months. Been running and making money with the truck. Ain't paid a note in months. Same thing with these houses. A whole lot of mortgages just now starting to get paid again. Might not be getting paid now. But get what? You can't do that if you ain't got no equity in it. Oh, that's a word anybody know I knew. Equity. Oh, equity. You buy a home so you can get equity in it, and then eventually it's yours, and you have 100% of the equity of the home. You buy a truck, even though it depreciates, you get 100% of the equity you put in the truck back in return on the work that you do with the truck and the mile collectively. Count that depreciation, and at the end of its life cycle, that's what the truck worth after all the stuff you did with it. But look what you made with the truck. You get Enterprise $30,000 in 5 months, or you can buy a whole truck for $30,000 and you can pay that in 5 months and have your truck paid for with a title. And get what? Even with them other 60,000 miles you just put on it per se, that truck still worth about 75% of its value. You can go out of business tomorrow and got a title in your hand and put it on Craigslist, Facebook, even on a YouTube video and be like, I got this truck for sale, y'all. And then the crazy part about it is, you ain't got to fake it till you make it. You have a subscriber that playing game with you and bid about $40,000 for a piece of trash and you never get your money. Now, that's a whole nother story to the point where I ain't got nothing to do with that, but at the same time, that's not equity. No, they call finding a fool. There's food born every day, twice on Thursday. They call it finding a fool. But, hey, I'm going to let y'all go. It was great being here with y'all. Great having y'all at the truck. Check the truck out a little bit. Great having y'all at the BlueBeacon for a minute just to see what type of work they did. And, but at the same time, like I said, y'all more definitely stay safe, productive. Keep the wheel turned the right side down. And keep that shiny side up and that greasy side down. And y'all already know what I say about a hater. And that mammy, because she ain't raised them right. You know what I'm saying? And that's everyone you ever met in your life. More than likely, mama didn't do a good job. Somebody should beat some of these kids there, but that's another topic of the story. They don't do that no more corporate fun. I got my ass tore out the frame and I was better for it.